Welcome, this is the question practical session of DBMS. I'm going to discuss the 20th question. In the 20th question, I have to find some detail from the previously created database. So first one, I have to find the number of students who participated in the first term science subject. So I'm going to execute, type the query in here. So in the first one, I have to first find I'm going to do it in subqueries. So I have to first find the ID for the subject, name science. I'm going to type a select query. So I got the science subject's ID. I'm going to get only the ID. When I got only the ID. So, and I need another details for, I need the ID of the first term in the exam terms table. Term ID from exam term via term dot term name equals first term. When I execute that query, I got the term ID for the first term is 1 and the science subject is 2. So I have to find the number of students who participated in the first term science subject. So I'm going to type another select count the I can count any column because there will be no any difference between any column. Each column will be filled. So I'm going to count in student mark record dot mark. I'm going to count them in mark from where code dot subject ID I can put in and the subquery for the subject, and I have to add another condition. So and dot exam term ID in the other subgroup. In brackets. So this is the query for the count. So I'm going to execute it. So when I got the count, I got the 8. So I can put a different name for the column. As I'm got number of students for science, I'm going to change it. So I'm going to execute the query again. So it changed the column name for the number of students for science. It is only 8 students who participated in the science subject in the first term. So that is the first question. The second question, what is the minimum score obtained by the first term students? So in the first term student, I have to set the minimum mark, minimum function obtained by the first term student. So I don't need to select the subject in here, so I'm going to delete this part, and exam term ID should be term 1. So this is same as the before first term. So minimum mark of the student should be like this way. I'm going to execute this. I'm going to change it into now minimum mark. I'm going to execute the query. So I got the minimum mark 10.5 for the first term minimum mark. So that is the second question. And third one, find the number of students who participated in the second term mathematics subject. So I have to change the subject name for mathematics, and the term should be second term. Spelling should be correct in here. Second term. They find the number of students who participated in the second term mathematics subject. So I have to change it to count again. For science. I'm going to execute the query in here. So I got the count of number of students for mathematics in the second term, also 8. I got for answer for the third one. And the fourth question, I have to do which subject got the lowest mark in the first term. So the lowest mark means mean function. So in there I have to got the lowest mark for the first term. So I have to select the first. I'm going to redo it also. I'm going to take the minimum mark from the student mark record. Select minimum, mark from minimum mark. I'm going to execute the query. I got the mark 10.5, and I'm going to take the minimum mark plus so I'm going to select the minimum mark in the record, and I'm going to put another query in this query as a sub query, and take the mark and take the row from the student mark record. So likewise I have to take the mark for that whole row. So 10.5 I got the marks. First I'm going to take the which we need to find the only the subject, so I'm going to take only the subject column. So I'm going to execute the query. I got the subject ID now. So now I'm going to put another query before this. I am taking this query as a subquery. So likewise I have to take query and I got the subject or the subject table that the ID is for minimum marks for the exam. So it is a ID for 2 and it is the science subject. I need only the name of the subject, so I'm going to take only the name, subject name. So then when I execute the query, it got only the science name. So this is the whole query for the fourth question. And the fifth question, I have to find the name of the student who got the lowest mark in all the subject in the first term. So in all subject means I have to find the minimum mark again. Save my code. So this is the minimum mark as before, the 10.5. I'm going to write another query by taking this as a subquery. Going to do another select. I'm going to take all from when I got the all row, and I need to filter it into only the student's index number. And I'm going to write another query by taking this as a subquery. Select. I'm going to first write all student table where student dot index number in students dot index number in this student's index number. I'm going to execute the the error coming. Oh, there's extra one. So I'm going to execute the query again. So when I got all the details from the students, and I just need only the name of the student, so I'm going to enter the students dot first name comma student dot I just only need those two columns. When I execute that, I got the first name and the last name for the student who got the minimum mark for all the subjects in the first term. And I need to put another condition in here. Self mark from student mark. So in here I have to put the where condition in. So mark record dot term exam term ID equals 1 for the first term. It is the same answer because minimum marks is only have for the first term also. So that is the query. So that is only for the 5th question as well as the 20th question of the DBMS session. So thank you.